intentional. I am the sun. I am original. I am the one. I have a purpose for my existence. I will not stop till I reach my mission. I have ambition. I am consistent. People don't cross me without my permission. My journey is in no competition. I am grateful for all I've been given. I am unique. I am complete. I am everything that I wish to see. I can create my own reality. I am the best me that I can be. I am manifestation. I am present and patient. I am confident. I am opulent. I am destined for greatness.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Sheena D, aka Indigo Ayora, and this is Str8 Outta Kemet. Founded in 2019, it was birthed underneath my publishing company, In the Middle Publishing LLC, where the mission is raising frequencies one book at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet features greatness from our own melanated community of entrepreneurs, entertainers, authors, and social influencers. Its mission is lifting up our people one broadcast at a time. Str8 Outta Kemet has been rebirthed and will continue in the legacy of uplifting our people by utilizing its platform to promote their greatness. We are available on all listening platforms.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. 2 more days to Friday. Hey, woo, woo, party, 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 party. So come on now, pump up that energy, y'all. Y'all only got 2 more days. Y'all halfway there. You made it halfway through the week. You should be very proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm so glad that you are all able to tune in with us today. On the show today, we have a very special guest. Of course, he is from the wonderful, marvelous Washington, D.C., where stars are born, baby. I met this guest. He was in my production in 2019 called Make a Change to Keep Some Change. Those of you who do not know, I am CEO and founder, also writer, director, and producer at Str8 Entertainment LLC, where we feature films, short films, and stage plays. Y'all be on the lookout for more information pertaining to the shows. Anyway, the guest we having on tonight is Daynin Michael. Listen, y'all might have heard his name here first. I'm sure y'all may have heard it other places, but I'm trying to let y'all know this young brother is definitely going places. His energy when he's performing is enticing. It is contagious, y'all. It's contagious. So I'm trying to tell you, you will definitely be inspired tonight. Trust and believe that. I'm not gonna wrap y'all up tonight. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump straight into the episode. Enjoy the show. Music is the soundtrack of life, and the record continues for Daynin Michael's R&B sensation coming out of Washington, D.C. Daynin spontaneously learned of his vocal talents during a 4th grade choir audition. While masking his desires to sing through comedic antics, it was then, for the first time, Daynin recognized his gift and passion to captivate an audience with his vocal and poetic abilities. Influenced by the legendary Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, and Smokey Robinson, Daynin developed a melodious and hip-hop inspired musical style. Daynin eagerly marketed himself to local television and radio stations. As a result, he was presented with the opportunity to premiere his debut single on WHUR, as well as perform on WUSA 9, DMV SOUNDCHECK, and DCN, DC Office of Cable Television, Film, and Entertainment. The DMV native also featured on Hot 107.9 Atlanta and made an appearance on Snoop Dogg's podcast hosted by Kevin Jammin James. Determined to remain steadfast on his journey of impacting the music industry, Daynin created a company, WIYL LLC. The motto of WIYL LLC was created and motivated by a constant question Daynin asked himself: what is your legacy? What will speak for you when you're no longer here to speak for yourself? His vision is to inspire and motivate individuals to pursue their goals through his passion and hard work within the WIYL LLC. You can check out Daynin's first EP, The Session, on all major music streaming platforms. Not to mention his highly requested Girls Need Love cover, plus various music videos and exclusive music vlogs on his YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for this rising star, Daynin Michael, with music coming soon.
No other than Daynin Michael up in the building. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm gonna do some claps right there. I don't know. In my mind, I just thought I was gonna insert some claps or something. So do that.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And the crowd goes wild.
How you doing? I'm doing good. I appreciate you having me on today.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I had to definitely hit you up, like trying to get you on this show. I mean, I seen what you're an amazing performer overall, including your beautiful voice that you have as well. You're also an amazing actor. Daynin was also in one of my productions in 2019 called Make a Change to Keep Some Change stage play. So what do you got going on now?
What I have going on right now, first and foremost, if you haven't already gone on Apple Music, all of your media platforms, streaming platforms, you can search The Session. I have an album that's out. It has 10 original songs on there, really some R&B, upbeat vibes. Currently, right now, I'm working on some new singles and some music, so I look forward to putting that out really soon too as well, and really in creative mode at this time.
Awesome. I know that's right. That's the mode I feel like I'm in as well. It's just so much stuff that's happening at the same time. How do you with you doing so much creative things, how do you find the time to get everything completed?
If I'm being all the way honest, I mean, sometimes I don't feel like I get everything done that I want to actually complete, if I'm just being honest, but just a little bit of time management, trying to make sure I vision boards, planning, writing everything out. They say a plan isn't a goal until you write it down on paper. So I try to put that pen to the pad and make sure I put that plan to action. So yeah, that's my goal.
I like that. A plan isn't a goal until you put it on a piece of paper.
Absolutely, you gotta write it out.
I like that. I've actually started, I have a whiteboard in my room now, and I jot things down on it, like what I need to get done for the day, and I'll check it off. At first, when I originally got it, I just had like my long-term goals and my short-term goals, and I never touched anything else. I just kept looking at it every day, which was helpful. But yeah, I like that idea, because I think that definitely
puts everything
does
into
help
perspective.
out.
Puts everything into perspective and try to map everything out for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I've been wanting to always ask you, I don't know if I ever did ask you, who does your videos? Because they just be looking like so professional. You know, you see artists who are up and coming who do videos, and it doesn't really have like that shining aspect. Like yours look like legit.
Well, I appreciate that a lot, very much so. It's two cameramen that I've worked with most frequently. One is Blessed. He's on IG at Blessed TB. I want to say. I apologize if I got that wrong. But then there's another one. His name is Ty. Right now on Instagram, he's unknown photographer underscore. They're both really good. And they both helped me out a lot along the way. So I do appreciate that. And I hope that y'all go subscribe to the YouTube. You can go on YouTube right now. Just search my name, Daynin. Day like the sky, and then like Nin, N-I-N. You put them both together, you can't ever go wrong. Daynin Michael, and some videos, some nice music will pop up.
I love it. I love your whole little intro, whatever you call that, like your catch line, your sketch line, something like that.
Something like that.
You know, I actually forgot to do the icebreaker, so we're just gonna stop real quick. And basically, icebreaker is just so the audience can get to know, you know, something about you outside of what it is that you do. So One of the questions I would love to know is what is something that you would love to do that you have never ever done before you leave this planet?
Something I would love to do. It's so many. It's so many things that I would love to do. Well, since this is a creative space that we're talking about, I'm gonna stick in the creative space. I would love to actually be in a film, like and like an action type of drama, a little bit of comedy film. But I would like to show like a good balance of my personality, some seriousness to it, and also some action as well because I'm a little athletic. I want to run it. I want to save somebody. I want to shoot the gun. I want I want to do all of that.
It's funny that you say that because I can actually see you in that whole role, like action and comedy, like all together. I can see it.
I appreciate it. Let's
Definitely.
cross our fingers. Let's put it into the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And another follow-up question would be, what is one of your favorite quotes?
One of my favorite quotes. If you don't have anything worth living for, find something that's worth dying for. It's
Ah,
it's my only tattoo. It's really, really small. It's on my chest, but it's definitely been one of the most it's held a lot of precedence in my life along my journey. If you don't have anything worth living for, find something that's worth dying for.
absolutely. Wow. Huh, that touches real deep, real deep. I would love to know also, where does your commitment come in at? Because you are like a workout guru on the level. Like I be seeing you on Instagram and I'm like, goodness grief. Like where does your commitment come in at? Because I need
um,
some of that commitment.
well, I mean, ever since I was younger, I've always been in a lot of different sports. Ran track, box, played football, and then the number one thing that I feel like contributed to my commitment is my father. My dad instilled into me, that everything you start, you finish. Making sure that I had a certain type of drive and taking a certain amount of seriousness with it. So over the time, I was never able to get as swole as him. So I felt like if I can just get maybe a better six pack done and try to stay in lane, then maybe I can compete with him some type of way. So that's my little bit of my commitment, and then just overall health too. You want to stay healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to stay healthy too. And I just started to try to work back out since I had my daughter. And I did like 5 squats, and then I was like, nope.
Hey, well, look. Hey, first and foremost, congratulations on your newborn. First and foremost,
Thank
beautiful
you.
baby girl. But in the meantime, too, the hardest part is getting started. Once you get started, it's kind of hard to kind of turn away from there. So if you just have some different equipment at home, take 5 minutes, you can definitely do that. And in the meantime, too, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I actually have a group workout sessions that I post online from time to time. It's a mixture of boxing, some calisthenic workouts, and cardio. So if you even want to try to join in one time, you can look out for those flyers on my Instagram. And then for all the people that are at home watching right now, my IG is it's Daynin Michael. That's ITSDAYNINMICHAEL.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely hop on. Yeah, I need to. I need that group motivation too. Like me working out by myself. I mean, when I go to the gym, okay, possibly, but I still need that extra motivation to be like, okay, just do 5 more extra because I'll be like, all right, I did enough. I did enough. But I have like gotten back into making sure I'm doing stretches and stuff, especially now because I just be feeling like super uberly stressed. Um, and I also want my son just to see, like, working out is what you're supposed to be doing on a daily basis. So that's been my little encouragement because I feel like he's just watching me. Um,
That's good though. That could be your
yeah,
why right there. I mean, along with those writing down the different things in order to make it a goal. Write that down sometimes. Like figure out what your why would be while you're working out. So then when you are working out and you get tired, you can pull back from, I'm gonna do this for my son. I want him to see me going hard so he can continue to keep going hard. I want that summer body or whatever it is, whatever your goals may be. You know what I'm saying? Just try to write that thing down and then remember your why. Just a little short.
yes, that summer body looked like it's in a very far, far future, but I'm gonna catch it one day.
Okay,
Soon.
well, look, I
Soon.
got some summer vibes for you coming soon. I got some summer singles some really, really nice upbeat. I'm usually doing R&B. For people who don't really technically know, I started off doing poetry. I got into doing rapping for quite some time. I got really motivated when I got an opportunity to rap for like Big Sean and go on Hot 107.9 when I was in Atlanta. Got played on syndicated radio. But as I've come back home, especially I've dove or I've taken a dive back into the R&B realm and singing a lot more. And I just got some really, really good stuff that's coming soon. So I hope people tune in. And definitely some stuff that's some summer vibes that you can take with you on your iPod or on your earpods while you're on that plane or that boat or wherever you are on the beach. I guarantee you have some nice aesthetics to it.
Awesome, awesome. I was actually about to ask you, what celebrity would you see yourself working with? I think you just mentioned Big Sean.
Oh, so when I don't even really like the name drop like that, but it was very motivating. It was very motivating for me though. So I mean, I don't know if everybody knows Big Sean's story, but and one of his ways of getting on, the main way was that he rapped for Kanye West, and he started finally famous and everything like that. Got signed to good music. One day he was at Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to the HBCUs out there. I went to Clark Atlanta University, and I was working an event, and he was signing autographs back there. And then I went up to him, and well, first of all, I gotta back up a little bit. I was in line because I didn't have anything for him to sign or anything like that. But I was like, what am I gonna say to him? And out loud, you know how sometimes you just be talking to yourself out loud. I was like, I'm gonna rap for him. And it was a cameraman that was behind me. He was like, oh, for word? Oh, for real? You gonna rap for him? I'm gonna record it. So he's like, you know, me all in my ear the whole time about me recording. I walk up there to him, he's at the table, I shake his hand, and I'm just like, I introduce myself and I let him know, man, I don't have anything for you to sign. I really will wait until everybody is out of here just to spit 16 bars to you, because I just want to put myself in the same position you put yourself in when you rap for Kanye. And he was like, he respected that. He was like, I got to finish signing these papers real quick. I mean, signing the autographs and stuff first, though. So I sit around for a while to get to the point where security guard cut off all the lights and everything. And then they wrapping it up. The cameraman back in my ear again, like, I thought you was gonna rap for him. I thought you was gonna rap for him. I start getting all nervous and stuff, but I'm just like, all right, cool, I gotta go do it. I walk up to him and I'm just like, hey, you know what I mean? You gonna let me do it? And then he just signaled me to walk with him, and he like, go. And I just started rapping. Catch me if you can. I'm on the house. Started rapping. I'm freestyling to him. We walking through the hallway. Everybody got the cameras out recording and stuff. And at the end of it, he just dabbed me. I was like, that was banging. That was banging. And he gave me his email on the fly. And that was always like motivation for me. And where I put out my first compilation of music, it's called Second Go Around. I don't know if everybody remembers Dat Piff, DATPIFF, datpiff.com. If you search Daynin D Lyric, because at that time I was going by D Lyric. If you're searching Daynin D Lyric, Second Go Around, you'll find my first mixtape and you'll catch a couple bars from your boy. So yeah, that was a big motivation for me to keep going with my music, and I haven't stopped since.
Absolutely beautiful. So what would you say inspired you to get into music? Like, what was the first song that you heard that you're like, yes, this is what I want to do?
Oh, well, when I was a kid, right, and I could not sing, and I'm still a kid, but I mean, well, not I'm a grown man. But when I was younger, I used to love like Jesse Powell singing "You" in the car, and at this time I couldn't sing like that, but I'm just singing at the top of my voice in the car, listening to Brandy. I love like that old Jaheim, one of his first albums. I love Donnell Jones. I know. Now look, we gonna be skeptical about this. I'm gonna have to say it. It's just true to me. You know what I'm saying? I support R. Kelly music. I don't support Robert Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a separate person. But musically though, like it was me listening to that. It's just I love the Temptations, Michael Jackson. I was just always inspired by just being entertainers and people that had their way on the stage and just could captivate crowds and audiences. I just always wanted that confidence to do that. And in regards to answering your question, like what inspired me with the music, it goes back to my dad. I mean, shout out to my mom too, because that's my number one supporter. Like, she'll literally be doing the cartwheels and stuff for me, literally be my cheerleader for real. But my dad, I gotta give him his credit. I had a real good friend of mine, like, you know how we say back home, and since the sandbox, since we was younger, I called him my brother. And he used to freestyle all the time when we was in the car. And he was really good at it. He was confident at it too, but I was real shy at it all the time. I wouldn't freestyle when we would be in the car with him and my father. And then my dad one time pulled me to the side, like, "You really good, man. You should do it. You should have more confidence. So you should actually do it." And one day, it wasn't a rap, but I used to get a little bit of trouble at school a little bit. And after messing around a couple of times, I had a counselor who was like, "You're not leaving this office today until you write down what you got going on in your mind." I'm like, "Man, I ain't about to do none of that." I sit there for a minute. I'm like, "All right, they must be serious." So I write down, and for whatever reason, I write this poem. And I read it to the counselor, and the counselor told me it was good. But I'm like, "You're supposed to say that. It's your job." And then my father picks me up from school. I get in the car and I read it to him. Shayna, no lie. I read it to my father. He pulls over on the side of the road and he like, "You ain't write that." He didn't believe I wrote it. And ever since then, I'm like, I've been chasing that feeling ever since then. So I just love the inspiration of just like when people hear something and they really are sparked by it or they moved by it, that inspires me to want to just keep creating. And even if I touch 1 or 1 million people, that's what inspires me.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. That is beautiful. Inspiration is definitely a great thing. And it's the wonders that music can do to a person's soul. Like, a person can literally be having a bad day and hear a song and their whole day just absolutely change. Plus back that with the lyrics that's behind it. Like, yeah, that's it's so powerful.
Absolutely.
So with that in mind, what is it that you do in order to be able to connect with your audience?
So one of the things that I do, and I'm actually going to bring it back. You'll start to see a lot more of these online. It's called Singing with Daynin, and I used to do this thing where I would go up everywhere, literally like randomly, go to the grocery store, on the bus stop, wherever it may be, and I'll just go and I'll sing to you, and I would do this thing, and I'll be like, "Hey, I would just introduce myself, say, 'Hi, how you doing? My name is Daynin Michael. I'm an upcoming artist. I just want to sing for you. Is that okay?" And then they'd be like, "What? You want to sing with me?" And I just be like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying?" I was like, the only catch is afterwards, you gotta let me record your reaction. So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?" They be like,
Sheila
"Okay,
B.
Sheila." Yeah. So, so, so then they gonna be like, "Okay, cool. It's my name." And I'll be like, "All right, so all I want you to say, 'Hey, I'm such and such. I just got finished singing with Dana and I thought XYZ.'" And I've been telling them that you can say it's terrible. You can just tell me your authentic thing how you really felt. And that was, yeah. I kind of lost my track of thought of what you were asking me. What was the original question again?
I was asking you, how do you connect with your audience?
That's
But
how
that's
that's
yeah.
that was how I typically like to connect with my audience, because I feel like you get a chance to see it right there on the spot. Um, see the talent and stuff like that. That was one way I like to connect with.
Awesome. I mean, you seem like you are always in a good mood. So have you ever experienced like any type of defeat within your career?
For sure. But I don't really call it defeat though. I mean, it's just all about how I look at it. It's just all about perspective at the end of the day, because a lot of the time you need that. Everybody's not going to hear your music or see your creativity, your product, and fall in love with it the way you fall in love with it. Like, all of our art, right? It's our baby. So it's like you don't want anybody to talk about your baby or talk about your child in any type of way. You disrespect my baby, you disrespecting me. So you know, uh, one of the one of the times I was at a writing session. Shout out to writing sessions. Shout out to Kevin Shine. I was in writing sessions in Atlanta, and we were in this meeting. I'm not going to name drop, but we was in this thing where it was a bunch of executives. I'm talking about top people that worked with some of your favorite artists, and a lot of them liked the song, but then one of the artists was just like, the executive, he said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was somewhere along the lines of, I don't know how I'm going to be able to connect with you with that song or something like that. Like, it seems like it's only for the ladies or something like. It was very like negative, I will say. I can't remember verbatim, but I remember getting kind of emotional. Not even kind of. I got emotional. I got in my bag, and I'm talking back to him, and then he's like, "See that feeling that you had right there? Put that in your music, and I feel like I connect with it better." And I didn't like what he said, but it was a gem for me. It was a bar, and I connected with it. And it was like, okay, how can I try to take one step closer to making sure that, number one, I'm being authentically myself, and when I'm writing down my lyrics, I'm connecting with the people that are listeners, and not just women, or not just men, or not just kids, but you want the world to sing your song, because that's what they told me. You want the world to be able to listen to it. So yeah, that's just one, but yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And because I know you love, like, I can see the passion. I see the passion for your music within you, and also all within your social media. So I have to know, if the government was to like be completely overthrown and there was no way of you making music ever again, I feel like you might break out in hives. I don't know.
For sure. For sure, guaranteed.
What would you do?
Well, they can shut down all the streaming platforms, but you see this keyboard right here. I'm gonna take this keyboard. I'm gonna make sure I continue to keep writing. I'm gonna grab my trumpet. I'm gonna pull that out the trunk, and I'm gonna make sure that I still keep creating, because it's something from it's. I love how other people react to my music. But however, it's something that just genuinely makes me feel good. When I'm in the booth and I'm listening to like a playback, that's the best feeling in the world for me. I remember the first time I recorded a song, and it was the first time that I was singing. It wasn't my first song, because I was recording in the closet with my brother on the little microphone thing, running back from the little computer. But the first time I got in like a real studio and was singing with Bolo the producer, and he played it back. And then he didn't play it back initially, but he was coaching me up through the entire record. I wouldn't have been able to do this without him, first and foremost. So shout out to Bolo, the producer. But he's giving me the highs, he's giving me the mids, the lows. We're doing the whole chord progressions, everything. And he's like, all right, cool, come out real quick. He hits play, and I'm like, that's me. Like, so I mean, there's no way I'm ever going to stop. I love the way music makes me feel, and especially when it comes out exactly and or better than what I ever thought it could.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. And it's kind of like you could just continue to inspire yourself every time you hear something that you have done. It gives you that boost of inspiration to keep on moving and to inspire others. And speaking of inspiring others, what would you tell an artist who, has this beautiful talent, but they just don't know where to start? Sometimes they start, but they can't finish. They feel defeated. They just don't know. They don't know how to put themselves out there.
Um, Number one, I would say tap into something bigger than you. I'm not going to say any religion or anything like that. Whoever you believe in, I just feel like you need to, number one, have belief, faith, and pray to something bigger than you that it can happen, and know and internalize that it's possible. That's the first thing I would say before anything, because it can get real crazy in some of these rooms. You'll take your song to somebody, or just your creativity in general, whether you do hair, whether you do real estate, whether you director music, whatever it may be. you'll put your baby around other people and everyone's not going to see it. So you have to see it before anybody else does. So as soon as you genuinely believe in yourself, the thing that you've been praying for this entire time, it's like just go out there and put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to fail. It's not a fail. I promise you it's not a failure. And don't be afraid to look crazy. Like the craziest people end up being remembered forever. Somebody who said, "Hey, I'm gonna create something that you're gonna push 10 digits," and well, originally it was 7, and then you're gonna call somebody, and somebody's gonna be who's not even in the same building as you, gonna be on the other line, is gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to communicate with them. That sounded crazy. Somebody said they're gonna bend some metal and create a plane that people can fly across the world. That sounds crazy. So why not be crazy? It's like if you tell your dreams to someone and they don't say that that it sounds crazy, I don't think you're dreaming big enough. Dream bigger. So that's what I would say. Number one, believe, dare to be different, be crazy, and go out there and just keep doing them. You're gonna have some setbacks, but it's okay. It's all right as long as you stay on your path. Yeah.
Wow, I love it. I love it. That was deep. I felt that right there. cannot turn away. With that in mind, Daynin, I actually have a production that's going to be going in production next year. So I hope I can get you out to these auditions to come on out. You know, I would love to work with you again and have you to be, you know, ongoing and at SDH Entertainment. I changed it from production to entertainment now because we are doing not just stage plays, we're doing feature films and short films as well. So we have a lot of things in the making. Daynin, I'm so proud of you. You just keep on going. And you have not stopped since I've known you. And that is very, very inspirational. Can you please let everybody know, like, everything you have coming up, where they can find all of your information, everything?
Everything, not everything, everything.
Everything.
First and foremost, before I get to that, I want to give it up for SDH Entertainment because they put me on my first production. And I know you said that, but I genuinely appreciated that. That was something I always wanted to do. I got a chance to be around so many creatives. So if you out there in the DMV area and you have not tapped in, what are you waiting for? You need to tune in. Once this lovely lady puts up the flyers for the audition, make sure you get out there and get connected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in the meantime, where you can find me, I want you to go on YouTube right now, not later, right now. All right, you right there watching. Go to YouTube, search Daynin Michael. I got a new music video. It's called On the Code. That's out. A music video called Lately. I have a song Georgia Peaches. I did some covers. Hey, to all the ladies who love Summer Walker, I got a cover to Summer Walker's Girls Need Love. I got one for Janae Cole's Fairy. I can't say the first word, but fairy tale. In addition to that, if you go on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, if you just go on Google and you search Daynin Michael, literally all of my handles will come up. And if you want to stay tuned in with me, I hope you subscribe, like, comment, follow me, and follow me on Instagram at It's Daynin Michael. And it doesn't matter whether you came in through the front door, the back door, the window, or the attic. You're now tuned in live with your boy, Daynin Michael, and SDH Entertainment.
Aye. You said it there. Thank you so much for tuning in, Daynin. Definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
I can't open my eyes. I can't open my eyes without seeing you as someone that I already knew. And I can't open my ears without hearing the fear. Too many times I made you shed tears with the things that I do. Reason, season, temporary, lifetime. Which one are you gonna be? A Do you wanna be with me? Cause I don't wanna hurt you. I don't wanna be the reason you cry at night. And I don't wanna have to lie to you. I don't wanna be the reason you cry at night. I can't open my heart. I can't open my heart without feeling dark. I cheated on you and left scars. So I can't keep you here without making it clear. Still holding on to the fear, pain from all the years. Reason season temporary. Oh, lights on, this is kinda scary. Oh, march back up to February. Can I depend on you? I don't wanna hurt you. I don't wanna be the reason you cry at night. I don't wanna have to lie to you. I don't wanna be the reason you cry at night. So many games I've played. Now I feel so ashamed. I feel like an enemy in this better life. Too many nights you cried, cause I didn't try, but the tables turn around. Promise hold you down, boo. Too many days, many nights, what was I thinking? Was it money, was it weed, what was I drinking? But girl, I promise if you stay and never go away, I'll make a find a day. Nobody take your place, cause I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't wanna be the reason you cry at night. I don't wanna have to lie. Don't wanna be the one to hurt you, no. Be the reason you cry at night. I'm sorry, baby.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Str8 Outta Kemet podcast. I do trust that you all have enjoyed this episode. Before we go, I have to give a shout out to my girl, Sunshine Monet, aka Unique Monet. Her song is the song that you hear on the intro to Str8 Outta Kemet, and it is thebomb.com. Y'all go follow her. Y'all can follow her on Facebook at Sunshine Monet L on Facebook, Less Nobodies on YouTube, and Unique Monet on all streaming platforms.